What's up, y'all? It's your boy Derek with the Hot Box. Uh, I want to make this quick video right quick to remind y'all of something. I know I've made a lot of videos on investing and stuff like that. And by the way, before I start, I am not a financial advisor. I'm nowhere close. This is for entertainment purposes. I'm just telling y'all what I'm doing. Do your own research before you invest and never invest more than you're willing to lose. If you can't afford to lose $500, don't invest $500. That's just what makes sense. Like I said, I'm not a financial advisor. Don't listen to You can listen, but always do your own research before you decide to invest in anything. And like I said, this is for entertainment purposes. Now, but moving further, some of y'all, or at least most of y'all, have heard about AMC, the stock. Today on CNBC, they just admitted that hedge funds have been naked shorting. Like that's crazy that they openly admitted that now. And for those who don't know what shorting is when you borrow a stock at a higher price and then you sell it. Well, when you sell it, eventually you have to give that stock back to who you borrowed from. So what you do is you wait for that stock to drop to a lower price. When that stock drops to a lower price, you buy it back. Then you give it back to the borrower and you keep the difference. So for example, if you borrow a stock at $100 and you sell it at that price of 100, you wait for it to drop to say $50. You buy it back at 50 and then you give it back to who you borrowed from, then you've basically pocketed $50. All right. So basically you made money without ever having to invest any of your own money, if that makes sense. So that's how you short a stock. Now, naked shorting is when you sell a stock that you never borrowed. You never borrowed a stock. You're basically selling a stock that you never were ever in possession of. Now, and I'm not going to go into how that works because that's a whole nother thing, but that's basically how you what naked shorting is doing. Naked shorting is actually illegal. You can't do that. And for CNBC to admit that these hedge funds have been naked shorting is something big. Now, when you naked short, when you sell a short, when you sell a stock that basically never existed, it becomes a synthetic stock. And so when you sell it, somebody buys it. So people have bought these synthetic shares. Now, they have to buy back those synthetic shares. Like those, it just ain't nothing. These folks that paid for it, folks that paid for these shares, they have to be bought back. They gotta be. They gotta be bought back. So you got tons of these shares out that people have bought and that these hedge funds are gonna have to buy back. And when you short a stock like that, you could lose infinite amounts of money because if the stock just keeps going up and up and up and up and up, eventually you got to buy back that stock because not only not only that, the stock that you borrowed, you got to pay interest on that. So these hedge funds are losing double because the longer they keep the stock, the more interest they got to pay on it. And on top of that, if the price just keeps going up, that's just more money they have to spend uh, to buy it back. And let's just be honest, the stock could continue to just go up and up and up and up and up, and that's what I mean by they could lose infinite amounts of money. Uh, when you just buy a stock You can only lose what you put in. If you put $1,000 in to buy a stock, you're only gonna lose $1,000. But when you short a stock, there's the potential for you to lose infinite amounts of money if you keep if you never give the stock back that you borrowed. And so right now, y'all, I'm this is probably gonna be the last time I say this about AMC, but I'm telling you, I'm investing. Uh, you guys don't have to invest, but I will say it's probably worth you doing your research and maybe giving this thing a shot. Like I said, I'm not a financial advisor, but it probably wouldn't hurt till you look into this thing, because what's about to happen is a short squeeze. And basically, when what a short squeeze is when these hedge funds are forced to buy back these stocks. And when they're forced to buy back, that price is going to jump up. And I would hate for a lot of people to miss out on this. A lot. Matter of fact, there's uh, there's some word going out that this stock could go up to say $100,000. Now I don't know if that's gonna go up. A lot of experts are saying that the numbers are there, and mathematically and theoretically it could happen. Now, do I see it reaching that far? I don't know, because who's to say that when it gets to say, let's say if it gets to $5,000 a share, a lot of people are going to get itchy fingers and what they call paper fingers, and want to sell when it hits the 5,000. And on top of that, a guy that say has 10 shares, he needs that number to go up, or he needs that price to go up to get a significant amount of money, versus a guy who has say 5,000 shares who doesn't need that number to go up that high for him to make a significant amount. So there's this push for people to hold until it gets to 100,000. It's hard for me to see that. Don't trust me. I hope it goes to that much. I hope it reaches 100,000. But do I think it's gonna hit 100,000? It's realistically I can't see it. Honestly, I'm probably, if people hold out enough, I'm saying maybe 5K to maybe 10K. And even I'm kind of stretching it there. 100,000 is it's that's a stretch for me. But even if it hits $5,000, I mean, me myself, I bought in at $15. So you know, it hit 5 grand. I mean, I'm good. So, but for those who haven't bought in, look, it wouldn't hurt for you to buy in. Even if you could just buy one. I mean, if it buy even if you just buy one, it only goes up $1,000. I mean, I mean, you made your money back and some. You know, so that's what I'm doing. You know, I'm getting the word out for those that really don't understand how the stock works, because I know a lot of people out there have been wondering how this thing works, and what is everybody talking about. Uh, Another thing is, if you decide to invest in AMC, you got to understand that patience is involved. I know that a lot of people, that invested in it a week ago, probably bought in at say $50, saw it run up to $70, and then saw it drop back down to say, 40 something bucks. And a lot of them got upset. A lot of people were mad. Look, that's part of it. That's part of how this squeeze is going to go. You're going to see a lot of swings up and a lot of swings down. And what you got to remember is, the higher it swings up, it's going to swing back down just as low. So if you see it swing up, say $50, $60, expect it to swing back down about $50, $60. And when it drops back down, expect it to go up another $70, maybe $80, and then swing back down $80. But the thing to look for is those lows. Those low numbers are steadily increasing. You know, I mean, just like AMC is trading at about what, $40, $50 right now. Man, like I told you, I bought in at 15. So that price is going up. Them lows are constantly going up. So I'm telling people it's worth looking into. It's worth uh uh it's worth doing your research. Like I said, some experts, analysts are saying there's a 99% chance that this thing is gonna squeeze. That this stock is going to jump. Now, what is it going to jump up to? I can't tell you that. I can't even tell you when the short squeeze is going to happen, but it's going to happen. So, I'm telling y'all, do your research. It's worth researching. It's worth looking into. And like I said, if you decide to do it, don't invest more money than you're willing to lose. And remember, this is also a waiting game. Don't expect to put your money in on Tuesday thinking that this thing's gonna jump up to $1,000, $2,000 the next day, because stocks are very, very they're very, very they're unpredictable. Stocks are very unpredictable, especially during the short squeeze. Before the short squeeze happens, this thing's gonna go up, it's gonna go down, go up, go down. So don't get your feelings hurt when you invest in it one day and you see it go up and then it goes back down. You know, it's all about patience. And like I said, do your research. A lot of good information on YouTube about it, but there's also a lot of bad information about it, because you got to understand something about the hedge funds too. Hedge funds got a lot of important people in their pocket. They're spreading a lot of news out there to get people to sell, because think about it, the more people that sell, the more the price goes down, and these hedge funds can buy these stocks back at a cheaper price. They don't want you to hold. That's the thing. Anytime you buy and you sell, you're helping out the hedge funds, and they don't want you to sell. So you're going to hear a lot of information about there about how AMC is this, and how the company's not worth all that much money. Look, we know that. We're in Most people that are buying in, they're buying in for the squeeze. That's what these people are in for. A lot of people are like, well, it's not based on, I'm not going to invest because this it's not based on fundamentals. Well, heck, the hedge funds weren't using fundamentals when they started shorting the stock. They started doing illegal things. So think about that. So, you know, people are investing money not because necessarily because of fundamentals. Most people are investing this because they know this short squeeze is coming and they know that there's a potential to make a lot of money. That's why most people are investing. So do your research, do due diligence. Never invest more than you're willing to lose. Look, if $100 is all you can invest, then hey, just do that. Don't do more. You know, if a lot of people started off little, a lot of people started off putting $10 here, $10 there, $15, $5. You know, that's if that's all you can invest, then invest that. But don't ever invest more than you're willing to lose. Don't invest your whole paycheck. Don't invest your car note, and don't invest your house note. That's just not smart. Don't do that. You know, pay your bills first, and see what you got left. And whatever you got left, if you're willing to invest that. But don't invest more than you're willing to lose. That's just not smart. Okay. Anyway, that's all I got. I've invested in AMC. Uh, I would advise people to at least research this thing, look at it. I just wanted to put out a little bit of information on how that stuff works, because a lot of folks are a little confused. But that's it. That's all I got. Peace out. Wahala.